Glory again. So on my last video I took time to talk about the required document as a master's student going to study in Poland. So first things first, we are just going to run a checklist. It might not be orderly, but I'm going to tell you all the things that are very important before you go ahead to apply for a visa. I'm just going to say the truth. In as much as Poland is a very good country, you know, in everything there is a pro and there's a coins, pros and coins. That's the English, right? So yes, I'm just going to be honest about this. An appointment at the Polish embassy is also a process. It's not easy, but it's more like forcing a camel to drink water. Getting an appointment is not easy. Most times the sad truth is people get to buy appointment and it's not even easy. It's not affordable, guys. So but that's a discussion for another day. I just want to be honest about this Poland Polish embassy appointment thing. So but then we have to do the one that we have to do as humans. If you go through the normal process of going to their website and checking for appointment every day, with time you get it. Yes, many people go through that process and God always come through for them. You know, everything about traveling is not just having the money, it's also prayers. So first things first, you've gotten your admission, so the next thing you want to do is booking an appointment. So you have to go to the site. I'll put the site on the screen for everyone to see. So you go to the Polish embassy's website and then sign in, fill in the form. There's a national visa form that you have to fill. There's one for study. Please, whenever you go to a website, just take your time to read everything on that site. It contains important information that you won't want to miss. Things changes, so it's very important for you to read everything on the website before going ahead to click on what actually brought you to the site. So there's a national visa form that is on the site. You have to fill it, register your application, and move to searching for appointment dates. That is the hardest thing, I won't lie. But then if God is on your side, it's so going to be so easy. So but tips about getting this appointment is on the side they will even tell you when they usually upload dates for student visa. You know, there's category for student visa and there's category for work visa. So they will tell you on the side, it's written on the side when they usually upload these dates, and you follow. Sometimes it's first week of the month and third week of the month they usually upload, and then you have to be on that side checking at this point. You have to also tell your family members, your friends, to help you and be checking the site. So most times you dedicate your midnight to searching for dates on that site, because you can never tell. Maybe someone that had the dates might want to cancel the appointment and then a date might just pop up. So sometimes with faith, some people don't just tend to, the first thing that they always do is start the visa appointment first, searching for dates online even before applying for admission or anything in Poland. So you can also do something like that. It's just it depends on what you want to do. You can start compiling your documents before that date, because it's very important. So the first document that is usually needed at the embassy, I'm going to write it down. First is your admission letter. Even if the school had already sent you a conditional offer, you still have to take that with you to the embassy. Your admission letter also is very important. After the school fees, the school is going to send you an official admission letter. Most times they send it to your email, but then you can request for them to send you through DHL, so they send you the hard copy. That is what you're going to carry. You carry that along to the embassy on the day of your appointment. School is going to give you an accommodation offer, a letter of which you're going to take it along with you to the embassy. You have to request for that accommodation offer letter from the school. Then thirdly, of course, you need your passport, and please make sure your international passport has up to 1 year validity. Yes, if you have 10 months, 9 months, I don't know, it's by the grace of God, but these days, most times they tend to make sure that your passport, if you're going for a master's degree that is for 2 years or 1 year, make sure your passport covers that year too. So your passport validity is also very important. Then you have to go with your passport photograph. Yes, there's a particular size that is required. It's also 5 cm. The photographer, tell the photographer that's the particular size, to avoid being sent back on the day of your appointment just to go and snap a picture of that particular size. So you have to take 2 of your passport photograph along with you. And also there is something called travel insurance. That is very necessary. That's a document you have to take along with you to the embassy. It's called the travel insurance. You can get travel insurance for 2 years, 1 year and 6 months, or 1 year, but please no 6 months, 1 year. So the next document on our list is the bank statement. I know as a student you're not sponsoring yourself, most of you. Yes, a student has, most times student gets to go along with a sponsor. You have a sponsor, then you have to come with your own bank statement and that of your sponsor. You need to have a 6 month bank statement, and the amount in your own as an individual, not your sponsor, at least you should have up to, it varies, some people tend to have 5M, but to me I would say you can have from 3 million, maximum 3 million in your account. The most important thing is account. It shouldn't be a dormant account. Just make sure the account is flowing. Yes, and then that of your sponsor also should be flowing, like money comes out, money goes in. That's the simplest definition of flowing. The thing is, you can go ahead to the embassy website. You will see how the bank statement is being calculated on that of your sponsor. Just make sure you have the required money in your account. So bank statement, if you're having a sponsor, you should submit your sponsor's bank statement and your own bank statement, and also your sponsor's statement that he's the one handling your cost of living, tuition fee, and the rest is a statement. It's just something that your sponsor can write. It's called a sponsorship letter. Yes, so your sponsor has to write something like that, and then you go ahead. If you can get the document from your sponsor, then meet a lawyer for a stamp, and a nice stamp, and this emblem. If you can get it, fine. If your sponsor can do that, fine, but please let it be stamped. It's very important. Move to the next document. You need to submit your transcript. First things first, there's something I needed to say just before talking about the document. I'm sorry, it's kind of scattered. Before, there's this thing that Polish embassy does. Embassy do it too. The first thing you have to do is legalizing your documents. There's something called legalization. You legalize your WAEC certificate. That's your secondary school leaving certificate. You legalize your transcript, legalize your degree certificate, and each of these documents costs 30 euros. You have to go to the embassy. You have to go to the embassy with that 30 euros, not in naira. Then the instruction is you have to get a separate date for legalization. That means you have to do your legalization first before moving on to appointment. But some individuals tend to carry those documents on the day of the appointment when they cannot find a date for the legalization. So they carry those documents and legalize it same day as their appointment day. Sometimes it works for them, but my own case, I had a different date. This is the legalization we're talking about from the Polish embassy. But then before the Polish embassy can legalize your document, sorry, it's not clear. Before the Polish embassy can legalize your document, you have to take those three of your certificates, transcript, WAEC, and degree certificate, to, I mentioned in my last video, to Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Education, so that they can authenticate it. Authentication is something we call authentication. So when it's been verified and all that, there's this seal that is being put at the back of all the certificates and your transcript. So in order for the Polish embassy to legalize your document, you have to get the seal from Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Education. So yeah, you photocopy it and take it alongside your documents that the school has been sending you right from your admission process. Please, if there's any document that the school have sent you before that you should sign, you have to take it alongside with you on the day of your appointment. Most times at the embassy, people tend to get rejection a lot because they say there's this reason, number 10 reason, that says the purpose, you haven't justified the purpose of your stay yet. Just to be on the safe side, please go to the High Court. The High Court, this is something like this. Go to the High Court. There's High Courts in every state in Nigeria, so go to any High Court and get affidavit of return. There's a document called affidavit of return. Please get this document. Make sure it's been, tell them that you're using it for embassy purpose. So it's going to have this seal. There's a seal that it comes with a seal. You have to take that document. You're submitting the original copy, please, not the photocopy of that particular document. If you are employed, please, if you can get your employer to write a letter for you, a reference letter from your employer, stating that they are aware that you're going to study in Poland, this so and so course for so and so year, that your position at the company still stands, and you're going there to gain more knowledge, so you come back to Nigeria and be of a greater use to them, and your position still stands. Then also, if you can get your school, maybe try as much as possible to get a lecturer from your school, even though you've not started classes online. Try disturb your school to get a reference letter. You will need this letter from your employer and a reference letter from your school. Please try as much as possible to get these documents. There are also strong supporting documents stating that you are coming back. But if you're lucky, one of those individuals that own land down here in Nigeria, wherever you're applying from, you can photocopy any of those land documents and attach it to your application. It's also very necessary. So the letter from your employee, please, it has to be stamped by a lawyer too, and it has to carry the red seal on it. Any letter that is written has to carry the stamp and a red seal. Also, you have to include a cover letter. Cover letter is very important when you're going for your visa interview. So this cover letter, it's important because this is where you have to sell yourself, that whoever is reading why this course you're going for, it should be short. It's just one page, short and precise, straight to the point and catchy. So you have to write everything, like it should be convincing enough for them to understand that, okay, you're going there to study and you're going to come back, you have a job back in Nigeria waiting for you. Or maybe if you are self-employed, you have a business waiting for you, your business still stands, and you have workers, something, just write something that is very convincing. So if you can't get an employee letter and you're a business person, please, if your business is registered, photocopy the your business registration certificate and include it in your application letter. This is going to act as a bonus to your visa being approved. Also, aside the cover letter is also a statement of purpose. It can be called statement of purpose. So you have to get this letter stamped by a lawyer. You can do all this if you're in Abuja. You can do all these things at High Court in Abuja. It doesn't cost much. I think one to get one of these documents signed is 500 naira or 1000 naira, depending on who you meet at that time. And also you can go online and search for additional documents. And it doesn't just end here. You should also make your research on other documents that you can carry alongside with you, ones I have mentioned. So coming to the questions, the interview questions, the visa officer doesn't really ask much questions. At this point, it's your document that speaks for you. That is more reasons why your document has to be 100% checked. So coming to the questions, you might be asked questions like the name of your school, where you're going to be staying, who is sponsoring you, if you have a sponsor, the name of your sponsor. And please don't give a direct answer when you're being asked all these questions. You can include it with a little story, not long story. Let's say you've been asked what course you're going to do. I say you're going to do masters in project management. You did this course in your BSc, and you feel with this course is going to you're going to advance more, so that after your 1 year of study you come back to your work, you're going to be of more use to your organization and to you at large, or your business, anything. But just find a short catchy story. Don't be direct with your answers. And also they might give you some mathematics questions, just 3 of them, but it's not hard, trust me. It's more like multiplication, addition, division. And also please do study your map of Europe. You might be given an empty map of Europe for you to identify like 5 or 4 countries, so please do that. Also study. So I think these are all the things that you need to in your application. And the one other most important thing you also need is God. Prayers. Pray so that your visa can be approved. That being said, we have come to the end of my video. So hope all that I've said was helpful for you in one or two way. And if there's any other thing you want me to answer, any other clarification, you know what to do. Put it in the comment section. So thank you, and see you some other time. Bye.